Divine Family. Om Shanti. Let me just share the Murli. Okay, so here we are on the day two, second part of this beautiful Avyakt Murli dated 18th January 1971, which is titled The Service Through the Avyakt Stage. So yesterday we saw how Babdada described so beautifully this Avyakt stage and how to go beyond sound, be stabilized in that stage, and then come into the sound and what is the difference when we do this? If we directly come into the sound without stabilizing, what is the difference in these two with respect to the impact on the souls who are receiving this sound? So we saw how an experience is created in the other souls, which is having an everlasting impact, eternal experience, eternal relationships. It forges an eternal relationships of those souls with the Supreme Father. And this is what is this is what is the factor behind which is responsible for creating heirs, the king souls, royal souls, rather than the subject souls. So, and this is done through the combined form. When we are stabilized in the beyond sound stage, we are combined with the beyond sound, incorporeal, timeless, unlimited, limitless, Supreme Father. And that's how we uh, experience that and then come into the connection and we come into the relationship. Difference between connection and relationship. We come into the relationship with the other souls in the beyond sound stage, and that's how they get connected with the Supreme Father. Today, the second part, in this Baba has described about further dwell into what are the three varieties of the relationship or the connection with the Father. Yogi stage, yogi stage, and then there is a Snehi stage. And how to how to create, this is the how to utilize this day. This is 18th January, not just as a day of remembrance, but as a day of transformation, to transform. Mm. And the real thing in the transformation is to become transparent, just like a just like a postcard, which is transparent. And then Baba speaks about how this is a special day, and through love, souls can attain any blessings they want from the bestower of blessings. So let's, first of all, before we start reading, let's all be seated in this Avyakt stage for a minute. Let's all be seated in this Avyakt stage, high and incorporeal form, with an aura around me, angelic stage, in the angelic world, in front of Avyakt Babdada, the creator of my own destiny. I, the soul, am seated on an elevated stage, Avyakt stage, which is beyond sound, soundless, timeless, matterless, bodiless. The body of these five elements is not there, only light, vibrations. And in this Avyakt stage, my Avyakt Babdada is casting vision on me with respect to my stage of perfection. And that vision is very clear to me. Avyakt Babdada is very transparent, and I, the angel, also is equally transparent. And there is an exchange of energy in this transparent stage. So let's read the Murli, experiencing, visualizing each one to be in the Avyakt Vatan or Avyakt world, subtle world. So on this day, have you experienced the Avyakt stage? If you continue to make this experience last forever, you will give this experience to others. So what is the condition of giving experience to others? To experience yourself, and should last, continue to make this experience, constant experience. Nowadays, words and many instruments impress souls in many different ways through many different people. The words and many instruments like musical or sound boxes. However, no one except you people can have an experience and give that experience to others. So, experience is a key. It's not just this sound energy or sound vibration, but something which is beyond sound and which can create heirs, which can create kings like souls. And that is the experience which only you people can have, and give that experience to others through subtle channels of communication, which is beyond sound. This is why nowadays it is essential to give an experience. There is a hope in everyone. They have the desire to have an experience in a short time. Today, nowadays, people don't have much time. So they desire to have an experience in a short time. They don't have the desire to listen. So Babdada says, become stable in an experience and share, give that experience to others. Baba received everyone's love in the subtle region Baba has told you that there are three varieties of love and remembrance that reach him in the subtle region. There is that of those who are Vyogi. In English, it is translated as divorced, who are, our says Vyogi. Second, those who are yogis, who are connected in relationship, they are connected. And third, those who are loving, snehi. We can churn on this later. What is the difference between yogi, yogi, and snehi? And which is closest to Bab Dada constantly? So Bab Dada received love and remembrance from all three forms. The year of the revised course is also coming to an end. Now the basic course, first series of course has finished. Now the revised course is also coming to an end. So when the year comes to an end, students have to determine their results. Now it's time for examination and the results. So what is the result that each one has to determine this year? Bab Dada is asking question. What is the result that each one, after undergoing the revised course, has to determine this year? You have to keep four main aspects in mind for this. What are these four aspects? Firstly, to what extent is there the stage of being elevated in all aspects? To what extent is there the stage of being elevated in all aspects? The stage is to be elevated in all aspects. Now, to what extent? Because every child is number wise in this. Therefore, Babdada is asking, to what extent is my stage being elevated in all aspects? Second, how close have you come to your complete stage? अपने संपूर्ण स्थिति को कितना नजदीक? How close have you come to your complete stage? And in relationship with all others, are we sharing experience with others or we just sharing the sound? And thirdly, to what extent is there contentment with the self and in relationship with others? To what extent is there contentment with the self and in relationship with others? संतुष्ट मणि बनना और सबको संतुष्ट सबसे सबको संतुष्टता देना. Fourthly, to what extent has courage developed in the self, the courage of thinking out of box, the courage of forging an everlasting relationship with the Supreme Father, the courage of transforming own self, the courage of being a bodiless soul, etc. You have to check these four aspects in yourself, own self first. On this day, you first of all have to carry out the task of checking your result. These four aspects. What is my result? Each one soul will have to some different extents. We will be having some kind of a progress. So don't simply celebrate this day as a day of remembrance, but celebrate this day as a day for increasing your soul power, increasing your power. Consider this day as the day to transfer. your stage, and transfer in other words means transform. Your form changes. Nowadays, people like transparent things. In the same way, transform yourself into such an elevated or a transparent stage. Have you understood the importance of this day? Become so transparent that the soul that is present in your body can be clearly visible to everyone. And there lies the power. Your form of the soul should give them a vision of their form of a soul. This is, Bhabdada says, this is called the experience of the Avyakt stage, the stage of the soul. Then Bhabdada says, what was the result of the pilgrimage of remembrance today? So Baba is interested in the result, the outcome. What's the final outcome of the remembrance or the pilgrimage of remembrance today? Were you an embodiment of love or an embodiment of power? This love enables you to claim the blessing of power. So today, so love enables you to claim the blessing of power. Love is an absolute essential ingredient to claim the blessing of power. So today is the day for claiming the blessing of love. One is the attainment through effort, the other is the attainment through blessings. So which one we are following? Is it the attainment through effort or the other is the attainment through blessing? So today is not a day for attaining power through effort, but it is the day for claiming the blessing of power through love. Consider this day a day for special blessings. Through love, you can attain any blessings from the bestower of blessings. Any blessing, blessing of power, virtues, anything. Do you understand? Not through effort, but through love. Not through effort, but through love. It depends on each one how many blessings are claimed. It depends on each one how many blessings are claimed. So that depends on we, children, how many blessings we can claim through the power of love, through the love. However, everyone can come close through love and claim blessings to the extent that one understands the day of blessings. To that extent, one can receive them. So, the understanding, the realization that today is the day of claiming blessings through love, to that extent, one can receive them. It is the wonder of those who catch them, catching power, catching the significance of the day, catching the significance of love. On this day of blessings, whatever you are able to catch are the blessings you attain. You make effort so that the remembrance of no one except the one Father should attract you. Very important line. We can underline. You make effort so that the remembrance of no one except the one Supreme Father should attract you. Did you experience such easy remembrance today? Acha, Om Shanti. We'll take a pause here and reflect and then come back for the churning session. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Now we all family members can now share
Om
the all
Shanti,
divine.
brother.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Mumbai. Can you hear me?
Shanti, you are loud and clear. Please go ahead. Please share.
Okay. When this Murli was started, I could just think about. I've heard these episodes and what we call it as the soundless chant. And I remember I used to take the soundless chant to be a form of japa. See, even in traditional, the japam, which they say there is no sound in a japa. There's a chant, but that's beyond sound. But here, when Baba speaks about sound, it's going to the land beyond sound, being alone, solitude, getting the divine melody and coming. That was such a beautiful beginning. And then where Baba explained about everyone knows me, everyone is connected to me, but no one really loves me. That's what the word which came from today's Murli for me, it was tatatvam. What I am, I give. If I'm angelic, then I can give the experience of angelic. If I'm full of all treasures, then I can share the treasures with others. And generally, in what Baba said in experiences is through the eyes, through the face, and through the behavior. It's not through the mouth. 7 days you're giving course through the mouth. But after that, it has to be through an experience. So many people, they come, they take the course, they listen to lectures, they listen to everything, but there is no experience in that. There is no practical spirituality actually in that. There is no, as Baba says, alokik service. So Baba is saying, going beyond through eyes and divine eyes, more subtle, being attracted only to the one, not attracted to corporeal. Or sometimes you can really take, you can say it can be like when you're a guest and all. That I think was something I just could think about tatatvam. What I want to give, I shall become that.
Yeah, thank you for bringing that out. Beautiful sharing. Om Shanti. And that's what is the key. What is, that's what Baba said, a transparent stage. What is inside is radiating outside. And that's the bottom line, isn't it? Om Shanti. Others are also may are requested to share. Please share your own unique points, and transform yourself into a stage. Which stage? Anyone?
Complete stage.
Transform yourself into. Sorry? Say again. Vinod bhai?
A complete stage.
Transparent stage.
Stage
Is it
starts from
correct?
the alphabet T. Transform yourself
Tra-
into a word which
Transparent stage.
starts transparent stage. Easy to remember, no, Vinod bhai? T for transformation, T for transparency. So,
Um, Brother was
yeah,
churning about the second point out of the four checking points that Baba said that actually makes us into, I mean, get the result in right time. And the second point Baba had said about, have you come to your complete stage in relationship with all others? So he's wondering about this complete stage, and that's what came out. So, can you elaborate
yeah,
on this second point here? The complete stage being is, does Baba means that whatever goals that we have set for ourselves and in alignment with Baba's vision, is that the complete stage? Like being so virtuous, uh, being in the soul stage, away from body consciousness throughout. Yeah.
Actually, your voice was cutting off. If you can just repeat exactly which second point you want us to elaborate.
Yes, brother. Yes, brother.
Okay, okay. Anyone would like to share with respect
Yeah,
to?
see, here we are talking about, Vinod Bhai, it is actually called as Sampuran and Sampanna. Sampuran means complete, Sampanna means perfect. See, here Baba still living, didn't speak about perfection. He only said how close you are to the complete stage. He has not yet even said you to be complete, how close. So when you come to Sampuran and Sampanna, you can say it's Kala Sampuran, no vikar and all. So that stage we have to reach. So how close you are to that goal. And it's so perfect. You see, point number 2 and 3, he has combined it with relationship with others. So if your stage is complete, what's your relationship with others? If you're content with self relationship with others, I think it's just a stage of totally, I won't say perfect and all, reaching that stage, on the process of reaching and leaving behind certain things which makes me incomplete.
Okay, sister. Thank you.
And Vijit bhai, you also wanted to share something. Please share.
Yeah. So yeah, the yeah, complete and perfect. Yes. So Baba would like to see us invoking that frequently and then experiencing that. So we all know we have a complete stage, right? So when we remember that again and again and again, right? So we will ultimately reach there. So that was one thing. And secondly, yeah, the takeaway for me is the blessings. Through Baba mentioned about the blessings that we get through the love, right? And the other thing is putting effort. So one is through love, and that we can attain blessings, and the other is through effort we reaching. So the so getting somebody's blessing is actually difficult, right? It's not that easy. One way to reach is we can put so much of effort. We can sit and do meditate and then do a lot of service and then try to come fast. But that is also sometimes not that easy, because when we come into the field of service, there is a chance that we might unknowingly do something, and then which can lead to disservice, and that can even cause loss, right, in the account. So see, the other thing is to have love. One is to, the self, and then to Baba, and then when we start loving others, and then expect nothing from them, and then we have the intention of only giving and giving, then then also others will feel happy because of us, and then that will definitely turn into our account, right, in the form of blessings that will come back. So so if we check these, and also I think their accumulation is mainly through the blessings, because they get a lot of blessing because they make so many people happy, right? So that's one good way to reach our um, something stage. Or for that, yes, of course, we have to remain in that stage first. We should be giving. It's not that easy also. So I like this when Baba said attainment through blessings. Then Baba would like to see us doing that, then we putting effort and then getting there. Om Shanti. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Vijit bhai. Bab Dada doesn't like children to be engaged in efforts. He he expects effortless attainments through love and through blessings. anyone can dwell on these four aspects. Second aspect, Vinod Bhai already brought out, and which Girija sister and Vijay Bhai elaborated. What are the other three aspects with respect to the result or outcome of doing a revised course? Which is the first aspect, and third and fourth aspect. First aspect. Anyone?
To what extent are we
Uh,
elevated in all our stages, in all our aspects
yeah.
from Gyan, Yoga, Seva, and Dharana?
Yeah, I think that these four. Yeah, I was also having little. You clarified it beautifully. Yeah, these are, I think, DS, GYDS, Gyan, Yoga, Dharana, and Seva. So, how is my stage? Baba, underline this word stage, not just the mind, intellect, and sanskars, but the stage of the soul being elevated in all aspects. And what is the second you have already brought out? How close have you come to your complete stage? And in relationship with all others, in relationship with all others, are they also experiencing? Are the others also experiencing my complete stage? That is what they have said in relationship with all others. Thirdly, what is the third aspect? Because these four will be our takeaways from today's Murli session,
To
today's
what
homework.
extent is there contentment?
But contentment with which with
Self
dash and
and
dash.
relationships. Self and relationships.
Yeah. So which is more important? Which is a prerequisite for the other one? What is the connection between contentment with the self and the contentment in relationship with others? Who can be
So only when you
contented
are content,
in
yeah,
yes.
you can speak Mumbai, then I'll continue.
Yeah. I'm just asking, waiting for your response. Which is more, which ensures which,
Self-contentment will
which,
ensure contentment with relationship, right? When we are content with our own self, having no questions around our own we have been, of course, continuously been in the effort space, being easy with our own self, that will reflect. So our relationship is basically the mirror of our own self, and self-contentment is the basis of contentment in relationship.
yes, absolutely.
Just to add to what Raki Ben said, that's the
Yeah.
perfect thing. That's the first certificate you have to get. If your others are contented with you, but you are not contented with yourself, you cannot the tatatvam, you cannot have a good relationship with others. As she said, that's the mirror. If you yourself are not contented, how are you going to make others content?
Yeah, because we always look the world through our own eyes, isn't it? Our own lens. And the lens will be more and more clear, or the lens, or as you rightly brought out, mirror. As transparent the mirror is, what the soul is experiencing, the same experience will be experienced by other souls also through that mirror. Because I am looking, for me, the world is the way I look at it. For the soul, the world is as that soul looks at the world. So, contentment, own self, that how perfect I am, how perfect creation I am, and equal to the Father. Aspects. That kind of transparent mirror, transparent with the Father first, that brings transparency in my own self. Then that manifests in the others. And what is the fourth aspect? Anyone?
The
What is the
overall
fourth
courage that
aspect?
one has developed. The courage that
Yeah.
one has developed overall.
Yeah, so please dwell into this. What is your understanding with respect to what kind of courage Baba is saying? Is it at physical level,
So
emotional level, thought level, or soul level?
I think all the four aspects.
No, I think
Because to face
courage
the
is,
world,
Is here,
yeah,
you
go
have
ahead.
to first understand the subtle interrelationship between these four levels, which is a cause and which is a effect. So what is the root? Anyone?
Isn't isn't courage more related to the service part over here? Like Baba says, Himmate bache madate bap. Courage to reveal the Father, courage to say, like bringing about
All that is
equanimity in what I think and what I
manifestation,
speak.
sister. All that is manifestation. The manifestation. All that is outcome. Which is the trigger which brings in courage in service? What is the trigger? What is the root?
faith in oneself and in Baba. Is that the point, brother?
In self and Baba. Please dwell into more. What is self? What is meant by self? Because here the Babdada is talking, speaking on very, very minute, subtle aspects. Babdada is Avyakt. He will only talk about Avyakt, which is the driving force behind the Avyakt.
Is it belief in the truth?
The soul that I am.
Hey,
The
what
soul.
Vinod Bhai said is right.
Yeah, that's the one I
The
think.
self
Truth
only, but
is,
I just, what is that self? How do you define self?
That I am
So
a soul.
it's
If you define
That
self
I am.
mind, then then we have limitation. But we have to define the self through Babdada's, Avek Babdada's vision, Avek Babdada's mind, intelligence, and sansar. Then that's the real self we are. Otherwise, we are in unreal, isn't it?
Yes, brother. Like we are uh, souls who come
If
from
Vinod
Parandam. And
Bhai thinks,
am I audible, brother?
uh, yeah, you're audible. Yeah, please go ahead.
So I was thinking that we all are Parandam Nivasis, that we all take these body, take this body and perform roles, but our
Yes.
supreme abode is Parandam, and our supreme father is Shiv Baba, and that is the faith. I mean, to whatever extent possible, we live in that stage and become Sampurn, that at, for a long, real long time, we stay in the same stage of soul consciousness and not body conscious, and with that we become complete, and that Baba is guiding us through and through. Uh, I mean, in all walks of life. So that is faith in self and faith in the Father. So
Yes, yes, beautiful sharing. Only thing is, while defining ourselves, Om Bhai should not define that with the Om Bhai's mind, the definition will not be real. The definition will not be perfect, accurate. It is, I have to see, look through the mirror of Avyakt Bab Dada, how he looks at Om Bhai. Who's Om Bhai? Om Bhai is not the Om Bhai is the name of the body. Body is unreal. Om Bhai is the name to give it to certain pattern of thinking of this soul that is also not real. Om Bhai is referring to the certain pattern of intellect that is also not real. Even my sanskars at this moment of time are also not real. So what is real? Real is what Avek Bab Dada is looking. So I have to use the mirror of Avyakt Bapdada to look at my own self. I cannot trust on my own mind, intellect, and sanskars at this time. So that is what Baba Dada says, transfer or transform. Shift. Change the mirror. Change the lens. Now look at your own self through the lens of Avyakt Baba. And then see whatever you will experience, that is the real experience. That is your real identity, your own real identity. And now check your result whether I have reached that stage or not. Anyone can dwell further into this. That's
No,
what
I
is the
wanted to
comparison
know,
which you
Ombai,
check.
how do you link this to courage? How do you link? Because courage only means the power to face. So how do you link
The
the
courage
concept of
is to do this process
power to
that needs
face?
courage. Because your own mind will come and fight. Say, how can you say I am not real? Your own mind, your intellect and sanskars will be your opponent. And you need courage to overcome that, courage to say, no, my Avyakt Bab Dada is correct. You are not correct because you are biased. I am speaking, the soul is speaking to own mind, intellect, and sanskars. You are biased. You are my subjects, not my ruler. I am your ruler. So listen to me. So these are very subtle aspects which Avyakt Bab Dada brings out, that you have to just be equal to that stage of Avyakt Bab Dada. Equal to stage means share the same mirror. Every moment, come back to this mirror, because often we get deviated from Avyakt Bab Dada's vision. And one, I think yesterday or day before yesterday, Murli Bab Dada said that make your desires equal to Bab Dada's desires. Isn't it? Let's read the chat box. Vijay sister has already shared, isn't it? Experiencing yourself as the bodiless one, separate from body, is also being close to complete stage in pilgrimage of remembrance. Radhamani sister has shared, if we content with ourselves, if we content with our relationship with own self and others, means that Father also content with us. No, first we have to content with the Father. Then automatically our relationship with others and before that relationship with self will get contented. Soul auditing soul. Yes. Who is auditing whom? The soul in itself, auditing own self, but through the lens of Avyakt Baba. Because our own idea, thoughts, and buddhi sanskar, they are, Baba says, they sometimes come in our way of attaining that stage of perfection, because they are colored, no? They're colored through the 63 births. They are biased. They are internal enemies, which the soul needs courage to fight against. That is the courage, Baba, in my view. Uh, that's the real courage. Physical courage is just a manifestation, just a byproduct of that. Yeah, Gita sister, you brought out another yet unique point of today's Murli, yogi, and snehi. Any churning on that? It's 1 more minute, and we take on the meditation session.
Yeah, I
Any
think
churning on?
if you just churn
Yeah.
on the yogi is love plus stability over there, plus discipline over there. But snehi is, it's just love. There is no discipline. It's just love, love, love. Through love, you go. But Vyogi is the one who was already in yoga and then has left. But there are more churning to it. I'm just giving you the glimpse.
Yeah, there is a oceans behind these three words. Oceans. It cannot be assimilated in just 1 minute or something. Vyogi stage is like third up stage. Tarpan. You are yogi means you are craving that. You should get. You should meet the Supreme Soul immediately. All these are stages, and then the yogi stage, who gets now is in Milan. Soul is in Milan with the Bapdada, and then Snehi. Snehi is the love. Love is everything is just love, no effort. Yogi, there is effort to Milan. Yogi also is doing effort to meet. That if effort is not there, then the meeting ends. But Snehi is always in meeting, always. So, anyone would like to share in this aspect any reflections? Anyone?
Just for clarification, Viyogi, sorry, Viyogi means someone who's separated, separate in that sense, separated from the knowledge. Is that what is meant, or what, or just after the yoga it is separated, not having a constant yoga? I'm just trying to clarify that. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, you are audible, but in between there was some break.
Yeah.
Now
So
you.
Viyogi, does it mean someone who is separated from Baba uh, for all time, or just the yoga is finished and then he has become yogi? Is that the stage, or he's separated from Baba? Like
Yes,
just
who is
giving
separated
off,
from Baba
or
and
yeah,
trying to
just
get connection back, trying to restore the connection. That's the yogi soul. He's trying to restore. He's making an effort, struggling. And yogi has got connected now. Like for example, internet. Huh? When the internet is on and off, it's off. Trying to connect. Network is trying to connect. So that is yogi. Yogi is network is connected, but that's just there's no love in that. I mean, just connected and that's it. It's just okay for the sake of connection, connected, but no attainments. Huh? But love, there is flow of attainments, infinite flow of attainments, two-way communication. Snehi is two-way communication. Yogi is just connected, but there are no attainments. Huh? He may be experiencing, the soul may be experiencing connection, but attainment, Baba said, only through the Snehi, yeah, who's got love, who's experiencing love and radiating love. So we can say these are the stages, isn't it, Bijay bhai? We can say these stages actually,
yeah.
not that
Yes, yeah.
not that
Thank you.
this one is better or something, but there are stages which one in yoga. Initially, it is Vyogi stage. A graph is like this. Initially, it's Vyogi because we are now sitting in yoga and I am a soul
Somebody who
and I am
just
the child.
completed the courses, Yogi,
Yeah,
right? And then after a year or so, then
yeah,
he'll become a yogi.
the yogi, isn't
And
it?
then eventually, yeah, when
The
he
revival.
gets close to perfection, maybe he will be a Snehi.
Anji, Anji, correct. So that the snake is the final stage where you are, but the snake stage also means you are yogi also. I mean, and sometime in some moment of time you were yogi also. So that's okay. So we'll just wind up this session. Just 1 minute. We'll reflect upon. So let's all see your transformation, the transfer of the stage from Vyogi to Yogi, confluence stage. I'm in front of the Avyakt Bapdada. Such beautiful moments never will come in this kalpa. these moments, this is a time to transform. This time is blessed by the Supreme Almighty Authority. I am in Milan with the Supreme Almighty Authority, Supreme Soul, Supreme Father, Teacher, and Sadguru, who is making me shine, who is making me transform from the unreal to real. Experience this transformation. Avyakt Baba is offering me a mirror, pure mirror, which is always pure, through which we souls can see our real identity, our real self. Our infinite dimensions, limitless powers, limitless attainments, experiencing unlimited love from the Father. And this experience is invaluable. Experience of love with Him. In all relationships, this love is manifesting. In every creation, this love is manifesting. So my relationship with my own self is loveful, and also relationship with others is very loveful. My own self is experiencing love through me, through my Father, as well as others are experiencing love through me and my Father. Every soul is in relationship with the Supreme Soul, and this relationship is forged through we, the souls. We are instrument souls to forge such eternal relationship of all creation, every creation with the Supreme Creator. So this is the power of the Avyakt stage. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Over to you, Rakiben. The homework will be these four aspects which Baba brought out in the result. We'll dwell into these four aspects and check and change our own self. Om
Om Shanti. Thank you to Baba. Thank you, Om Bai. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Until then, have a lovely day.